Hey guys. Now, okay, last class we just discussed about the basic things, like what the where we are, the basic thing introduction. That means BGP standardized kind of things, and path vector, how it is passing the AS number, and default group prevention mechanism. This we completed last day, and now we want to know when to use the BGP. Okay, when to use the BGP. We are not going to use the BGP for for a single AS with some routers. We don't want to do that. We don't want to do that for a small connection, or what, it will be difficult for you to create that much connection. If BGP using it will be difficult for you. Now it is, unless you want to know that if there is a over 10,000 or 100,000 routes on the internet interior gateway, we should needlessly the interior routers should not be needlessly what burdens. So that means we cannot use the interior gateway protocol for that. So we want a separate protocol. That is, we'll see some circumstances. Now first you understand the multiple connection access to the external AS. If I have multiple connection access to the external AS, a 10 default route, it will be difficult for me. Okay, it will be some more sort of confusion, as well as it will create huge CPU utilization. And same way we will do what, if multiple connection access to the existing to external layers such as internet, okay, via different providers. We want BGP. This time we can use the BGP, and the next time we can use BGP is multiple connection access to what, multiple connection access to external as through same provider. Okay, same provider, multiple connection okay, exchange to what, to the same provider, is to the same provider. This time also we can use what, we can use the BGP. Now you understand. And this one more thing is there. If I have multiple BGP session, that means if I have multiple path, okay, to my BGP session, multiple path to my different AS, means if I am using BGP, I can manipulate the traffic. That is an important point over here. That is, I can manipulate the traffic, and I can change, or I can create the path manipulation. That is one feature that is present in the BGP. Okay, what you understand what is path manipulation. In the next page we'll see the path manipulation technology. Now you see, this is the path manipulation technology. Now you see over here, here you can see I have a two network, 10 dot or 10.0.0.0 and 30.0.0.0. And what it will do, I have think that this is my internal network. I have two ISP. One is my primary ISP, and one is my secondary ISP, or both ISP I am using. Think that both ISP I'm using at a time. If I'm using BGP, the path manipulation is possible. That means nothing but I can pass the 10 dot network and 20 dot network through this ISP, and I can pass this 30 dot network and 40 dot network through this ISP. Okay, that is a special feature which is in the BGP, and it is possible in the BGP. I think you got the point. The path manipulation is important. We'll see some more path manipulation technology some more in the later coming classes. First you understand the basic path manipulation technology which BGP works. That means the BGP supports. Okay, next. Okay, how many sites, or how many different things we have with the BGP itself. Now you see, the BGP we have single homed site. That is nothing but you will hear some single homed, multi-homed things. Okay, so you just understand what is single home, so what is dual home, what is multi-home. Like understand this one. Single homed is nothing but it's a single AS, from a single AS to a single AS. Okay, that means I can communicate to the AS, a small AS to a small. That means one single AS will be there. There is no backup one. There is not the kind of thing one. And next is dual homed. Okay, we have different types of dual homed is there, and it is nothing but I can create what, like either channel. I can create through either channel by having multiple link to the ISP, or I can do with what, backup ISP in the same AS itself, as well as I can do what, separate backups in separate router. That means I can do in the same AS itself. I can create backup, primary and backup, and active and backup kind of things. Okay, these are the dual homed BGP platforms. And now you see, Multi-homing means it is nothing but we want to know from a single AS to I if I'm connecting to multiple AS. Okay, in this time I can use what yeah, okay, you can see the backup ISP is there. Now one ISP is there and one more backup is there. Backup or another ISP. Okay, and BGP is most preferred here. Okay, we can use BGP over here, and path manipulation is also possible. If I want to pass 10 network into this ISP to ask for this ISP, and I can do that. And if I want what this thing that means BGP any other network into this ISP means I can manipulate that. And dual multi-homed, one more this dual multi-homed is nothing like this multi-homed only. The only difference is we have in our side also we all have a backup. Okay, we have a backup as well as we have what we will connect like this as well. That means if this fails, it can also communicate with what this ISP. If this fail, it can also communicate with the this ISP. These are some way we can connect our what connect our BGP, that is dual homed, single homed, multi homed, like that. Okay, just an understanding is enough, just basic understanding. Now you see the next thing, possible way of routing to the ISPs. We already know one ISP, okay, one routing method. I think you guys already everyone know that is the one routing method to the ISPs default route to the AS, every external AS that we are doing already. Now we want to know we have another option too. We can use the default as well as the BGP. Okay, it is we can do why, but it is the recommended one. Well, full default route I am not. It is not recommended. Why? Because it is giving a huge amount of what. If I have 10 ISP connecting to me means I want to provide 10 ISP with what complete network default router. You know, as you know already, we are using 0.0.0. That means it will check everyone. It will check any IP, and it will be a huge what CPU utilization kind of thing. If I use default route only, now we can use a combination of default as well as BGP. Okay, it is a recommended, and we don't need to what worry about if we have some default route will be there, some BGP route will be there. It is the good method, and the another option is fully BGP. It is the good method, one of the good method, but we are using BGP, so we want to know that we have what some more CPU utilization will be there. So it is recommended one, but still if a router has that much of amount of capabilities, I can use that also. That means full B full BGP to the external route. You can see the BGP only I'm creating from every BGP session to every the default route means I will create what is complete. That means any network I can get into. That means I am mentioning the 0.0.0.0 in the network part and destination ID part as 0.0, subnet mask as 0.0.0.0. Okay, that is the default route and the BGP. So it is most recommended to use the full BGP, but some problem is there with the CPU utilization. And the last IBGP and BGP, EBGP. We want to know the basic difference between the BGP, IBGP and EBGP. And IBGP is nothing but BGP within an autonomous system. BGP that I am using within my autonomous system. You can see AS200 over here, and you can see the router B and router C. Router B, router C, it is in the same autonomous system. Okay, that is AS200. We can say that they are in IBGP relationship, IBGP peer relationship. So you want to know this term IBGP, EBGP. Next time if I am talking about this is about EBGP means you want to understand that this is from exterior BGP, exterior border gateway protocol. Understand? So what we want to know, and now next is exterior gateway protocol is nothing but you can understand it clearly. This is S100 and this is S200. If the router and router B are creating a peer means it is EBGP peering. That means exterior gateway exterior border gateway protocol. That is it is in different AS. You want to know the router and router A and router B is in different AS. So we can say it is the EBGP peering. Okay, and one more other thing we want to understand, that is the thing with the router, and every time the BGP, EBGP, okay, not IBGP, it is in the case of EBGP. EBGP peers will think that I am one hop away from the other BGP, okay, other router. I am one hop away from the router, okay. So if we have multiple route or multiple BGP, and if he will, if you want to go to here, this is my what this is inside here means think that this is AS200, and he this is AS200, and if you want to go to here means he will always think that it is one hop away, one hop away. Every router will think that this router is